EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Big 13 heavy. Go.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that time. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10.
Hey, kill.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Take right open. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Heavy, heavy. Hot.
Etienne once more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing after one on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Jaguars nothing.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On play action, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Etienne is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Rhythm is one of the game's brightest young stars in 2020. Hasn't played since early in the 2021 season. But Jacksonville made a low-cost move to bring him in and see if he can return to the game with the form he once had.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will be brought down at a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
11, Agate.
ETN up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hey, Ridley.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there. but it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And up deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Looking for Sky Moore that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff now for Pacheco. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Pacheco. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Right, let's go.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Easy, easy, easy.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. A give right side for Pacheco. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's a strong run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3/4 quarter's in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, go. 30 left. Hey, chill.
On first down, Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
11, Agate.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Hey,
and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd-and-1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
Once more Etienne, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. There he goes. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run with Pacheco. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.